What's going on, you guys? So welcome back to Fam Sports. Some of you might have seen us on some of our other channels and everything, which is awesome. But we're here to kind of just give you the latest on our very first Raiders mock draft for Fam Sports. Now, again, you can find more content on our other channel, the Sports Brief Podcast. But essentially, we're here to talk about our very first Raiders mock draft for this year anyway. So there's a couple of caveats with our first round mock drafts, our 1.0, and especially for this channel. So we don't trade. We just want to see how the board falls. And I'm really excited to see what Pete Carroll and John Spytek do, but again, we'll get into it. So let's go into it for our first mock draft for the Raiders this year. We're going to go at 6, 7 on mock draft, PFF, public versus PFF, excuse me. We like to go a little bit more towards on the PFF side of things. Care for position of value as well as drafting for needs are both relatively high, but there is a little bit of randomness because, hey, it's a draft. Weird things happen all the time. So we're going to go ahead and enter the draft to really just see how this falls. Again, this is more of a just stick and pick type scenario. So let's do it. So starting off here, seeing how things fall here. Okay, this is weird. Okay, so off the top here, you got Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders going to the Browns, Travis Hunter going to the Giants. I've seen that one more and more, so that might not be too far-fetched, even though they do need a quarterback. T-Mac to the Patriots, which, yes, I've seen it happen, so it is what it is. And then Mason Graham, to the Jaguars. So at 6 here, a lot of people have been giving us flack for taking Ashton Jeanty at 6 on our other channel. I do not care. But since this is our 1.0, I think we got to go with Will Johnson here and just really see how the board falls. So he is the best corner in this draft, and the Raiders need a shutdown corner. And so we're going to go ahead and do it, and I think we're going to go from there. So Will Johnson, boom, you absolutely love to see it. There we go. Now, into the second round, this is where things are going to get interesting because Jackson Dart has been my guy from the very start, and he's going to go a lot higher than people think. And I got to go with Jackson Dart. Like, that's just, I've been saying it all offseason. Jackson Dart is the guy for the Raiders, and they have him kind of as a 4th-round pick here. I doubt he even makes it out of the maybe even the first round. That's definitely a possibility. I'm just going to be honest. And so we got a quarterback. We got our corner. Now we can really start to see, Ozzy Trapilo, mainly at right tackle. That would be really interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, Quinshon Judkins, also Trayvon Henderson. Who else we got at running back? Let's see. Caleb Johnson went to the Browns. That sucks. Devin Neal's a lot of fun too. So I honestly think we could get Devin Neal and some of these guys a little bit later. But BPA, who is it right now? I think that Ozzy Trapilo would make a lot of sense because the tackle positions for you are good. They're not great. Darius Alexander's a stud. He's a straight up stud, but he's not a guy that's going to take up double teams like I would like. But Trayvon Henderson's a lot of fun too. Henderson, then also Judkins, who's the bruiser out of really. I would be okay with Henderson in this particular scenario. I want a number 1 wide receiver, though. And at 73, if we can get Royals, I think this is a home run. So Henderson there. And then Royals is also there. Boom. Running back, wide receiver, helping out Jackson Dart and Aiden O'Connell, whoever is going to compete at their whatever it is. Fine. Nice job. Okay. So now we got corner, we got quarterback, running back, wide receiver. At this point, we could just go BPA. Now, RJ Harvey is there. RJ Harvey, I would argue, is a little bit better of a receiving back. So I would like Harvey. I really, really would. And this running back room is this running back class is just stacked. Ashton Gillott coming up out of Louisville. He's not going to be, I don't know if he'll be there. We'll see. Jonas Sanker, Jordan Phillips. Jordan Phillips is a stud, though. He's a mauler, too. Honestly, Jordan Phillips in the 4th round, I think that he and Christian Wilkins would absolutely eat up front. I'm doing it. Jordan Phillips, love it. Now, into the 5th round here where things get a little wild. Quinn Ewers, Benjamin Yorsek. Let's see, Shamar Turner, Quincy Riley. We honestly need to double down on corners. Like, I'm sorry, but Quincy Riley's there, E.J. Oben. I'm going to go Riley. We honestly, corner at this point, I'm so tired of watching the Raiders get beat on the edges, on the outsides, on the defense. It's so old. I'm so tired of it. Marcus Yarns coming up out of Delaware. Should we do it? Should we absolutely do it? He's a tiny back, but he's a scat back and can do a lot of different things in space. No. Tim Smith. Tim Smith is kind of a hand. Like, he would honestly be a lot of fun. Braden Switchman, okay. Let's see. Who do we got at guard? Jake Majors is there. I'm going to go Jake Majors. Like, I think he'll play guard for you. I understand that he played a center for you, but have him and JPJ figure it out in the middle and then just have those two eat for many years to come. That would be fantastic. And so we got that. We got our D tackle. Ooh, Fadil Diggs. Diggs has all the intangibles, and he's surprisingly athletic for being 260, so I'm going to go Diggs. I understand the edge isn't like a huge need, but that's just value right there, baby. That's just value. Hunter Wooler. So Hunter is more of a guy that you're going to put in the box. Wooler, a special teams guy. I like it. We got to get some safeties. We got to get some guys that can actually get some things done in the back end there. And then Reed. I have done a lot of Kareem Reed to the Raiders at the end of the draft, and I'm going to keep doing it because I love Reed. I think he's going to be a plus special teamer as well as give you a lot of value in some other things there as well. So, grading our draft as it goes along here. So, they gave us an F for the Jackson Dart pick. I don't care. So, overall, Will Johnson at 6, there's just tremendous value. Like, you really can't get any better than that. It is what it is. And then Jackson Dart in the second round, like, he's not going to go in the 4th round. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. So Jackson Dart there in the second round. I think he's your guy. I think you build around him and you go from there. Travion Henderson, however you say it, coming up at Ohio State. Really good speed, burst, hitting that hole hard as well. And I think he's going to be a fantastic back for you. He is going to be your lead back for the Raiders for a long time. Jalen Royals there as well, coming up at Utah State. Also the Henderson with Chip Kelly. That makes some sense. So Jalen Royals, him and Jacoby Myers as well as Brock Bowers are going to absolutely tear it up. Also you got Jordan Phillips, a mauler in the middle with Christian Wilkins is going to do some damage. Quincy Riley doubling down on corner here because I'm so tired, like we said, about the Raiders getting beat on the edges. Jake Majors. Now, they gave us a D+, but I think they failed to realize that even if Jake Majors plays center, JPJ can play guard, and you are going to get this interior offensive line under wraps. There we go. Fadil Diggs coming up out of Syracuse. I think it's just tremendous value here. Again, for as big as he is and coming off the edge, you might be able to get him some defensive tackle flexibility out of him as well. Hunter Wooler plus special teamer, and maybe could develop into something on the back end there. And then Kareem Reed, I think would be a fantastic get here for the Raiders. So a lot going to happen here with the Raiders, especially with obviously Jackson Dart being the guy. You know, we love Jackson Dart. We could see him trading up for Shedeur Sanders. There's going to be so many things that happen during the draft, but this is going to be a fun year. But overall, let us know what you guys think about our latest Raiders mock draft. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.